because I've been told to react to this. I've seen Leaflet react to this video from a content creator. Actually, before I get too far into it, Hayden Wade for $20. Everything is so stupid. I hate this. The framing of those lefty tards of you're capable of saying F ICE. Well, you're capable of saying F illegal immigration. If I wanted to rage bait, I'd make that post. You know what? I'll rage bait. I'll rage bait. Fuck it. I'll rage bait. Why can't you say fuck illegal immigration? I'll fucking rage bait all day and night. I posted it. I posted it. Why can't you say fuck illegal immigration? I did it. I did it. I did it. I'll rage bait. I'll do it. I'll go the task. I'll accept. But we do have another video. And by the way, we're recording this aspect. So I was told about this video from like Rev. So Leaflet react to it. I love Leaflet. I need to get her on Ballbusters. I think I could have a better chance of getting Leaflet on Ballbusters than I do getting Kirsche on Ballbusters. Mainly because Kirsche is very popular and very all over the place. I think I could get Leaflet on Ballbusters. I think I could. I think I could. But there's this video. There's this video here called. Did you see at the beginning? It says drama slop alert. But the video is called "The Right Wing Vtuber Grifter Situation is Insane" from Jaxxom, whatever. If I pulled up his PFP right now, open image in a new tab, it says, oh, you can't really see it there, but it says stuff like this machine kills fascies and stuff like that. But I have been demanded by both Static and a couple people to react to this video because he wants my thoughts and opinions on it. So I'll give my thoughts and opinions on it after I watch the video. So let's see what he has to say, shall we? I already hate that. I'm turning down the video. What the fuck?
Slop alert. Drama slop alert.
This video is drama slop and politics slop. I am warning you now. If you don't want,
I already hate your voice. I already hate your voice. One, your tracking is off because your mouth is not opening that much. I hate your voice because you have a very deep voice for a very feminine body. Fuck you.
Want to see drama slop and politics slop about the VTuber community, then I suggest you do not watch this video.
Oh, there it is. This machine, fascists. So does that mean Denims? Does that mean Hassan? Does that mean you? Does that mean everybody attacking Emiru right now? Because I'd say you guys are the fascies.
Oh, thank you for your attention to this matter. So I've been aware of the phenomenon of like right-wing VTuber grifters for a while now. I mean, I guess it makes sense that like they exist because lots of VTuber culture tends to kind of skew a little bit left-wing.
Well, okay, so if a lot of VTuber culture skews left-wing and then there is a natural birth of people that are more right-leaning that want to do VTubing, does that necessarily mean that they're grifters? No, it doesn't. Are there some probably right-leaning grifters in the VTubing sphere? I'd say yes. Probably a smaller amount, maybe a decent-sized chunk of them are probably legitimate grifters, but that doesn't mean all of them are grifters. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's a grift, because you could say the exact same thing to the left-wing aspect of it all, because it's a whole lot easier, again, to get popular preaching left-wing ideology and saying fuck ICE right now than it is saying anything else. Super fucking easy. So immediately assuming that everybody agrees with the immediate assumption that it's all right-wing grifters when they just disagree with you is fucking laughable. I hate the term grifter because nobody uses it correctly.
And when it comes to people who like VTubers, there are a lot of loser virgin chuds looking for
okay, already out the gate you're doing these kind of pathetic arguments. Loser virgin chuds. By the way, I'm willing to bet most of the loser virgin chuds make more money than you. I'm willing to bet that they have a better lifestyle than you. I'm willing to bet they get more laid than you. And even if you want to do the whole virgin route, there's nothing wrong with being a virgin. You can easily save yourself till marriage. You can have sex. You can do whatever it is that you want. These people immediately go for the insults because that's their only actual tactic in play. They are some of the most low-hanging fruit individuals that are really just pathetic. I could say the same thing to you. You sound like a virgin. You sound like a loser. You're not showing your face on camera. I'm not going to do those whole things, but I'm willing to bet you're probably uglier than me.
For a home, you know, who feel like they can't find a VTuber who represents their politics, their shitty, toxic, awful politics. So...
Oh, so you don't even care about them. God damn it. We're only at just a few minutes in and you're already off to the races. You're already attacking them based on maybe whether or not they are basically having sex. You're calling them losers. You're saying that they're chuds. You're saying that their political beliefs are awful and evil and toxic out the gate. That is just vile shit already. So there's no reason to actually continue listening to you on the basis of that alone. Where else are we gonna go with this? I've been told that this is a wild video, and bro, just this is insane. Hayden waiting for another $10. There's probably around 50 to 50 split on the of right and left in VTubing. The left VTuber fans are just loud, and several of the talents are left because it grew on Twitch in the West. I hate these tards. I actually do agree with that. I would say there's probably about a 70-40 split on right versus the left. Majority of it being left because VTubing is inherently more of a feminine aspect of it all, and women do scale further left than men. So I think it would actually be easier split on that. And you can listen to some comments. There's a lot of them that say some shit that you'll probably disagree with, and a lot of shit that they'll say 70-30, and then that may be correct. Yeah, I'd agree with that one. 70-30. I think 70-30 is a better split. And again, it's just based on gender dynamics at that point in time.
Well, you know, obviously there's a market, which leads to the rise of the right-wing grifter VTuber. You know, a lot of them are basically just...
Wait, if there's a market, doesn't that mean that there's a market untapped? That means that there's people there that want to watch this content, agree with this content, and there are people that probably agree with the people that are actually saying said content. So shut up, Legatus. Who's asking you? I've been drinking.
Kind of copying Asmongold's YouTube channel. It's a lot of just like Gamergate.
Wait, copying Asmongold. By the way, Leaflet, I think Leaflet has been doing this longer than Asmongold's actually been getting involved with this. So maybe not put Leaflet up there right away. I could say she has a newer channel, but I'm pretty sure she's been talking on these topics a whole lot longer than Asmongold's been talking about it. Asmongold did the pivot shortly before the 2025 election. I've seen Leaflet around longer than Asmongold doing it. So that's not really a fair thing to do, and trying to immediately connect it to Gamergate. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Reaction content and just general politics reactions and awful shitty opinions about current events. Yeah, no, it's...
Wait, awful shitty opinions about current events. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Because just because we disagree doesn't mean that we have awful shitty opinions. I could disagree with you on the current stances with ICE. That doesn't mean that it's necessarily awful that I have my opinion and you have your opinion. You just want to say that to deride the people that disagree with you. By the way, I see Prince Joseph, Kirsha as well. Kirsha's awesome. And from Hayden, when I restart my channel, I may do VTuber stuff, LMAO. I don't know. A lot of VTubers are becoming more right-wing, and more people are becoming VTubers that are right-wing. And I agree with that. There are a lot of those. Trying to think of my opinion. How to virtue, not virtue signal, but how to say this. Because I do think, and I mean this with kindness, that there is a segment, and you can have this on both sides, by the way. Don't think that this is exclusively conservative that I'm going to be saying this on, or right wing, or whatever you want to say, because I don't even know what's right or left anymore. I legitimately don't. But when I say this, don't take this as I'm attacking the right. Realize that there's a version of this on the left as well. But I do think that there's a lot of people rising within the right-wing VTubing sphere that are doing it as grift. I'm not going to lie there. That is a opinion I have. I mean, there's even a good video from Pippa kind of pointing out like, hey, I don't like it. There's people that, you know, say slurs online, but you know, in real life, they'll never say those slurs. Yeah, I think that that's an actual thing that is on the rise, that there's a lot of people out there saying, you know, maybe a couple naughty no words here, thinking that it's going to get clicks and views and stuff. That doesn't mean they actually agree with what they're saying. And mind you, I do think this is true of the left. I think it's more common on the left than the. I think it's common on both sides, because I don't think a whole lot of people realize what it is that they're saying or doing, and they're honestly just some of the dumbest people out there just trying to get clicks and views. I do think that. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's one side's doing it more than the other. But effing Lala was a right-wing grifter until she needed to have the correct opinion. I don't know this. I never even heard of her. That was a joke. Oh, that was a joke. I mean, probably could be true.
It's a awful cesspool of bootlicking and bullshit. But
how is it bootlicking? Their government is in charge. The people that they have voted for are in charge. A lot of them are still pissed off with not going far enough. That doesn't necessarily, if it's them in charge and the government is doing what it is that they wanted them to do, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are bootlicking at that period of time. What it means is that they agree with the government's doing and they want to keep doing it. That's not bootlicking. Bootlicking is when you're just doing what the government tells you to do. What the government is doing for us on the behalf of us, that is not bootlicking. Or I hate this dude and want to react to a video. I don't do react content. I don't normally do react content either, but Static demanded me to do this. I also hate the bootlicking commentary. I find it to be the dumbest thing out there, because let's be real fair here. The conservatives aren't the ones fighting the government right now because it's their government in charge. They might be criticizing the government because they don't think it's going far enough, but they're not the ones out there getting not going to say that word. They're not the ones getting, you know, a fighting and then getting ganked. That's not them. They're not licking the boot. They're the one that had the boot on.
You know, it pays the bills, I guess. So literally just today, I made the mistake of thinking to myself, what's going on in the right-wing VTuber grifter sphere? And I went ahead and looked and was immediately made angry by how—
Are you fucking serious? You were made angry by this? I'm angry that this blew up the way it is. It was a nothing burger. This was a nonsense situation. You're making a big deal out of this? Miss Lala, fuck ice. Rev, LARP says a 1950s VTuber hates current federal agency that is more tame than any law enforcement agency on the time period included in her LARP. Lox replies, all you want. I think you are fully aware of your hypocrisy, baseless virtue signaling. This is what made you pissed off enough to make this fucking video? God damn, you're an idiot. Oh my God. Two people disagree. It's a nothing burger. Get over your shit. Holy fuck. Oh, God.
Stupid this current drama is.
Yes, I agree. It is stupid. It shouldn't have been a drama to begin with, but people like Lala and all the other people freaked the fuck out over it.
I'm gonna sit here and cover like this entire like play-by-play. A lot of it's very stupid, but
yes.
Just as a quick overview, Miss Lala is a VTuber, has kind of like a 1950s kind of diner aesthetic to her model and her stream, and she tweets out "fuck ice," which of course based good opinion.
No, disagree. You can disagree. It's okay to disagree. I somehow knew this was where he was gonna go. That's why I made the joke. Oh God. Oh God. This is just blatant virtue signaling. Fuck ice. She's not a political content creator. She doesn't do politics. She stepped into the political scene. She's gonna get clapped back and cried over the fucking clapback. Hey, guess what? Demi did the same thing today. I like Demi's tweet a little bit more than I do like Lala's tweet because Demi at least was clever about it. Same when Camila got involved with the whole drama and said, fuck ice. Guess what? They were clever about it. Both of them. I saw Demi's tweet. Her thing was, fuck ice. Slipped and ripped my jeans. Camila, fuck ice in my water. Both of which are perfectly fine. I know what they're saying. Everybody knows what they're saying, but they're doing it in clever ways. So I'm like, you know what? I like it. This is just blatant virtue signaling. It's bullshit. You're going to get clapback as a non-political content creator. Get used to it. LMAO, I'm sorry you crashing out is kind of funny. LOL, I do agree with you though. This was a nothing burger. Yeah, I'm gonna be crashing out probably a lot because if you're already freaking out over this fucking post, I'm already over this shit.
Everybody agrees with this based opinion. If you don't agree with this...
No, not everybody agrees with this. In fact, the majority of Americans don't agree with this. If you actually look at polling data, 80% of Americans like mass deportation and like what ICE is doing. So saying everybody agrees with this is already a fallacy and is blatantly wrong, you fucking idiot.
Fuck you. That gets quote retweeted by...
Wait, what did he say? He said, fuck me. Sorry.
Stream and...
Fuck.
And she tweets out "fuck ice," which of course based good opinion. Everybody agrees with this based opinion. If you don't agree with this, fuck you.
Okay, well, fuck you too. Suck my fat one. I mean, you have the VTuber style that you probably would like to bob a knob, but okay.
Gets quote retweeted by Rev, who is one of these just like Gamergate right-wing grifter VTubers.
Oh my god, do you ever think that maybe he actually believes what he has to say? In order to be a grifter, you have to not believe what it is that you say and not believe what it is that you do? I'm so sick and tired of this fucking right-wing grifter that immediately assumes that everybody agrees with you. I don't believe that everybody agrees with me. Just get over your shit.
Generally just like kind of a like hateable human being from everything I've ever seen of him. And
so you don't even know who he is. You don't even know who he is, and you already have your opinion made of him. Just a hateable human being of everything I've seen about him. So you don't know who he is. You've never seen his content, and you already hate him because I guess the mass media has told you to hate him. Clever.
Accuses her of being a hypocrite because she's a 1950s aesthetic VTuber. And she hates the current federal agency that's more tame than any law enforcement agency of the time period included in her LARP. And then criticizes her for locking replies.
Yeah, because if you lock replies, you're immediately going to get criticized on the internet. Are you fucking insane? I think she is being hypocritical with her aesthetic. I do think that is kind of stupid of her to do that. And let's be fair here, in the 1950s, they were being very awful to a certain demographic of people. This video is making me feel rage. I haven't made a video for a fucking year because of work, and I just want to yell at this dude. Oh, dude, I'm now seeing why Static is telling me to do this. By the way, I'm almost out of beer.
So, like, first off, this is not hypocrisy. This is an incredibly stupid point that makes zero sense. Somebody deciding they want to use a 1950s aesthetic for the VTuber does not require that they agree with 1950s politics.
I mean, that is fair. That is fair. Hey, point you. Still, at the same time, 1950s had very, 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 very awful politics going on for a certain demographic, but this is their months right now, so...
I don't understand where this is coming from. The whole drama kind of spirals into something stupid in the first place, but this being the starting point is so incredibly dumb.
Yes, I do agree. This being the starting point for the drama is incredibly dumb. It should have just stopped here. It should have not gone any further.
His criticism is... so incredibly stupid. It makes no sense. Like, oh man, you're a dog VTuber. Oh, but you don't just bark your entire stream and you speak in English. Wow, what a hypocrite. Oh,
no. What he's talking about is actually politics. I can think maybe it's not a good criticism, but at the same time, I can end up saying it's just political basis. He disagrees with her overall point, and then when she locked replies like 15 minutes later. For bullshit. You could even show what she ended up saying and the even breakdown of it. There's only 3 comments that actually came in between Rev quote tweeting anything else, and they were nothing that she accused of him of actually sending harassment. It was a nothing burger of a story. You're right, it shouldn't have blown up the way that it did, but you people are fucking losers.
You're a vampire VTuber and you go out during the day? Oh, hypocrite. It's just dumb. Like, I don't understand what, like, where this even came from. I don't know. Rev seems like kind of a moron, honestly. Like, I've never thought he was like a very good person, but he also just seems kind of stupid. There's a lot of mention thrown back and forth in this exchange of like harassment.
Yes.
None of.
Wait, no. Okay, she accuses him of harassment. She accuses him of sending harassment. There's no evidence that he sent harassment. So get over your bullshit there. By the way, the next comment though, this next thing here, this is an actual VTuber that is harassing him and his wife, and he shows receipts of said thing after he got dropped by Advanced GG. Advanced GG said that they do not stand for hatred or extremism or anything like that, but yet they still have somebody on Vex VTuber that has all those opinions that they say they disagree with. Those are completely different things. This whole, well, I don't even know what he's talking about at this point in time, then you're not even doing your fucking homework and you're just covering for the people you agree with, all while at the same time coming out here and and saying that Rev's being a bad person. Nobody sent a fucking mob. Correct. 15 minutes in between Lala tweeting that out, Rev quote tweeting it, and then Lala turning off replies. 3 comments were sent, none of which were what she accused Rev of sending.
This is
she made a public statement and people responded. That's it. Yep.
Harassment. Rev is correct. Like, quoting a tweet is not harassment, even if you're mean, even if what you're saying is really stupid. Nobody harassed anybody here. It feels like a lot of people are just like weaponizing that word to make it seem like the person on the other side of the conflict did something like morally indefensible so that they can kind of gain the high ground, and all that's kind of dumb. However, locking your replies when you're getting a lot of hate, like, that's valid.
No, it's not. Locking your, hey, guess what? You can lock your replies. People are going to make fun of you for locking them. It's stupid to do it. You're going to get hate. You're going to get pushback. You're going to get people calling you, hey, you're a stupid person, because they're still going to quote tweet you. They're still going to spread it around. You're still going to see it. Locking replies does nothing. It's an idiotic response and it shows you being weak. Welcome to the internet. Can I take your order?
This idea that you're like not allowed to lock your replies, or that you're like obligated somehow to allow people to comment under your post and like be toxic towards you, like, that's...
They can still quote tweet you. They can still spread your whole thing around. They can still engage with the post. Why don't you try muting it? You don't have to see it then. You can mute it. I mute a lot of people because I get tired of seeing them. Blocking and locking replies shows you're weak and pathetic. It is a joke. The internet will take it and make fun of you for it. Don't do it. It's stupid to do.
It's so stupid. I don't understand like where people got this idea that you're required to sit there and read all of like the criticism.
Nobody's telling you to read it. But what they see is once you lock your replies, you're showing people that you are weak and you can't handle clapback. That's what it is. No, it isn't F slur. No, it isn't F slur. You're gonna get made fun of because you're too much of a puss to be on the internet. Yes. Zach Tech, Germany, I'm planning to watch Gundam Seed on Netflix tomorrow. Go ahead and do it, Zach Tech. Don't watch it now. Go ahead, watch it now. It's fucking awesome.
Criticism about you and like allow it to be aired out. You're allowed to curate your social media space. Like if you don't want to see criticism of yourself, like that's fine.
Wait, if you don't want to see criticism of yourself, stay off the internet. Stay off the internet. Don't get involved. Mute. M-U-T-E. I can do that to all my posts. I have muted a lot of people. Do that. It doesn't show weakness and nobody knows that you're doing it. That's the upside to it.
Your comments, who cares? And anybody who criticizes you and implies that you are like required to allow public dogpiling of yourself,
you're still gonna get dogpiled. Quote tweeting exists. This whole entire thought process is stupid. I can still quote tweet you. put out a video complaining about it. People can react to it, negatively comment on it. You're not going to get away. You say something stupid, people are going to tell you you said something stupid.
Just don't listen to them. That's a stupid opinion. I don't know. Again, it's just people finding things to try and criticize about the other side to sort of gain some sort of like moral high ground. I would say the only like truth of this situation is that Rev's attack was just stupid in the first place, and
I could agree somewhat there. I think that there are some aspects of what he said is stupid. He could have done it a little bit better. Then Lala didn't also have to respond to him.
Made no sense. It's not that he did something like wrong or morally incorrect, it's that he's just a fucking moron. Also, Rev likes to use the term Twitter freaks a lot when criticizing people or like groups of people who...
You mean like the Twitter freaks going after Emiru right now? Everybody uses the term Twitter freaks. It's not a big deal.
Are either criticizing him or criticizing his opinions or things that he feels defensive about.
I mean, you said that we were all chuds. Same thing could be said about you. Hey, on your thing, you're immediately saying this machine offs fascists. You're going to call everybody that disagrees with you chuds. You're going to call everybody that disagrees with you fascists. So you could say the exact same thing to you. What Rev said was kind of dumb. Don't respond, you dumb. Yeah. And even more tards coming out and defending her. I agree. It's kind of dumb what he said, but it's still not the end of the world. Just move on.
I think that's pretty interesting considering some of the responses that seem to agree with his take. I definitely agree.
None of those were actually, those might agree with his take, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are from his community. If you actually look at the timeline, again, there was only 3 comments after his quote retweet.
There are some Twitter freaks out there. Like the main take.
I could do the same thing there. So, okay, again, you call everybody chuds. He calls people Twitter freaks. The end of discussion.
Away from me from just like the starting point of this entire series of events is that Rev is not like a very serious person. On the one hand, he says that like criticizing people isn't harassing anybody, and then he turns around right away and
no. Why don't you take a look? Hey, we got something here. I will block you if you defend Rev or Straw, but you absolutely effing bootlicking weirdos. Fuck Ice and absolutely fuck you. Who would spit blank? I'm really gonna bet this is Rev. Who would spit on you if you were on fire? I can enjoy who I work for and not like who I work with. Demanding something to be done and then not allowing the time for it to, get done is insane to me. Fuck Ice, fuck Rev, and fuck you if you defend either one. That's completely different. Rev wasn't out here saying, fuck you if you hate Ice. Rev was out here laughing at you if you hate Ice. Those are 2 completely different things. This was a woman constantly going after him, berating him, and supporting him losing his access to revenue, all while at the same time, she complained that people were going after her access to revenue when she was going through cancer treatments. Those aren't the same thing.
Accuses other people of harassing him for
she actually was
criticizing him. I guess
no, that was after he was let go by Advanced GG. They said it was because of harassment. If those are the standards they are going to be following, then they need to do it equally. They weren't. They were being hypocrites and they bit the knee. That's what he was pointing out there. If you actually do your fucking research, you don't. Goddamn F-slur.
If you publicly criticize somebody like more than once, does that then become harassment based on his standards?
No, again, you have no stand. You don't even know what his standards are. YouTube keeps censoring you, Hayden. Well, I'm trying my hardest. I'm uploading this as a video.
I don't really understand. He's a grifter. He's a drama.
He's not a grifter. He's not a grifter. He was actually showing real hypocrisy from Advanced GG at that period of time. You would know that if you actually did your research on this thing, you fucking retard.
Plays dumb and innocent in the face of any criticism for his awful opinions and his awful behavior. And he shouts woke and Twitter freak when he criticizes things that he doesn't like. That's about it.
Okay, and you call people chuds. Fuck off.
There are a lot of people on Twitter who have some really stupid opinions. But,
like you.
He doesn't hate those people. He loves those people. They're his content. They're also his audience.
Okay, you probably have the exact same thing, but what are you about to say here? This dude, again, I love this dude. I love this dude right here. He got me a lot of views, so thank you very much. But what are you saying here?
He doesn't hate those people. He loves those people. They're his content. They're also his audience. He's a valueless husk who still posts Gamergate content in 2026.
I mean, you're kind of doing the same thing here, aren't you? Aren't you doing the same thing here? You're doing similar content as Rev right now. You're talking about Twitter drama. You're freaking out over it, and you're calling him, oh, Twitter freaks. Oh, but look, you're so the same criticism would apply to you.
Honestly, he should be shamed and bullied off of every platform, and he should
Like
lose
you.
all business deals that he manages to.
Wait, what? What? He should lose all business deals? Wait, oh, what the fuck?
Honestly, he should be shamed and bullied off of every platform, and he should lose all business deals that he manages to get his hands on. He's a piece of shit.
Why? Why? What is the value there? I could say the same thing about you. I could do the same thing to you, and you'll scream and shout probably harassment, hate campaigns. I let my voice be heard. I'm willing to bet that's exactly what you would end up doing. That is bullshit. No, he shouldn't be bullied off of all platforms. He shouldn't lose all of his business deals. You haven't even laid out a valid criticism as to why he should. You're just coming out here and saying he should. I could say the same thing about you right now because you're harassing Rev. You're saying that he should lose this. I think you should lose all business deals because I disagree with your politics. That's all you just said. What the F is this guy's name? I just want to found something I want to respond to him on X with. His name is Jaxxom. Jaxxom. Jaxxom.
Shit. Fuck him.
The circus of grifters comes to town.
Now, of course, part of the right-wing grifter model of
Why
content is to react to the.
Is that fucking Newsom with an American flag? Oh, god damn. Oh, fucking shit. You really are an idiot. Yes, let's champion Newsom, the man that failed his own state, let it burn down, was a hypocrite, locked everybody up, and then went out to eat multiple times. Yeah, that's a great guy to champion as a hero of America. Holy shit.
Sort of things. So this instance immediately starts drawing in the other right-wing grifters in the space.
Apparently, it's breaking news that apparently they were dropped from Advanced GG over the cancellation campaign. And let me explain to you why this is stupid.
Leaflet.
Wait, why? Okay, yes, Leaflet. What has Leaflet done that you are gonna freak the fuck out on?
Is one such VTuber who I've seen their name thrown around a lot. The interesting thing is I actually used to watch Leaflet's content back when she just was like a regular streamer who posted video game content, but apparently she realized that copying Asmongold was like super.
You ever think that maybe she agreed with Asmongold? Maybe she liked what Asmongold was saying and she was conservative the whole time, or maybe center right? Maybe just center and disagreed with stuff? Because have you listened to Leaflet now? I disagree with her on a lot because, well, she's a woman. But at the same time, I like what she has to say. I think I do enjoy Leaflet's content a whole lot. I know a lot of people that like Leaflet's content that aren't VTuber fans. And it's not because of anything else. It's because she has actually interesting things to say. I enjoy listening to her. Me and her agree on a lot. I love Andrew Wilson, for example. I listen to almost anything Andrew Wilson puts out there. She likes Andrew Wilson. She has seriously in-depth conversations and does some philosophical talks back and forth. I enjoy it a lot. So you're immediately just attacking her when she's not the same as Asmongold in the slightest. I found one that only tweets every once. Wait. He downtown even link his. He doesn't even link his X account. Found one. Doesn't even link his X account. Difference of opinion means you should lose your money. Cool. I found one that only tweets every once in a while, but I'm not 100% sure it's him. It might be.
Super profitable, so like it's honestly insane to look at her current YouTube videos in contrast with her old.
What's her old ones? Leaflet channel trailer. This is 3 years old. Will Smith versus VTuber. Okay. DMCA ban. Okay. Battle Royale. It's just older content from 3 years ago. This is when she was, I guess, first starting. Decent views here or there, but she's a streamer and she clips out her takes. Nothing really that crazy.
YouTube videos. I mean, it makes sense. Like, she's obviously doing much better with this content model. But like, literally watching a Benny Johnson video, like Benny Johnson, the world's most smug, sentient piece of human shit.
Why do you hate Benny Johnson? Listen, I'll fully admit it. I'm not a huge fan of Benny Johnson. You want to know? And I can lay out why I don't like Benny Johnson's content. It's very much kind of boring. And I mean this in the nicest way. Like, I like Benny Johnson. I think he's a cool dude. But it's just, this is happening. Look at this right now. We are going to talk about this. I am going to talk in this serious tone of voice. And we are going to be going down this route. I'm not a huge fan of it. Sometimes I do think he dick rides for Trump just a little too hard. It is what it is. I don't have to like his content just to say, hey, I don't like him. I'm willing to bet he's a good dude. I don't have to say he's a piece of shit. Just don't like him. That's it. Simple enough. I've liked Benny Johnson in some areas. I've disliked him in other areas. I don't kind of like how he goes about some of his tactics and some of the ways he goes about speaking. You know, the whole like, well, Pierce, we have to talk about this. And listen, they did awful things. I don't kind of like his mannerisms. Whatever.
I just can't imagine like falling that low just for.
And let's be fair here. Sometimes Benny Johnson gets some breaking news that other people don't. So it makes sense to actually react to Benny Johnson. Benny Johnson was who they all accused of essentially getting what's his name kicked off the air over at ABC for a little bit of time. Yeah, Benny Johnson is the way we ended up finding out that Don Lemon was going to be charged with both the KKK Act and violating the FACE Act. So there is actually reasons to listen to Benny Johnson. Just put a link of the to the reply I wanted to make this dude video. This dude's video. Where did you put that? Is that over on X? Give me a second. I want to see. I want to see. Is that on X or is that going to be in Discord? Give me a moment. What is it? No, this is something else. Okay, I have that for later. Give me a second. I have something for later that I need to react to. On YouTube in the comments. On YouTube in the comments. Just put a link to the reply I wanted to make. YouTube in the comments. Let's duplicate. Give me a second. Let's go sort by newest. I'm not seeing it right now. DM me what you want me to see, Hayden. It will be easier for me to see it that way. But let's keep going through this right now because I don't get it.
For content.
Because this isn't an assault on a specific person. This is an assault on like anyone that thinks ICE is okay. Yes. Anyone that voted for ICE, anyone that agrees with ICE.
Yes.
This is them telling their creators, you don't mean shit to us. Yes. Because the instant that it becomes inconvenient for us, we're kicking you out. No matter how loyal you were to us, no matter how much money you made us, none of that fucking matters. We never have your back. Yes. And that's literally what this says. This is so freaking ridiculous, man.
Now, like, notice how, like...
Yes. Okay, here's the comment you wanted me to make. Let me pull this up. But by the way, what she said is all accurate. Wait, what is this? What the fuck did you just send me, Hayden? This was your reply to his YouTube comments. Also just found this. So this is your reply to his YouTube comment, apparently. Oh! I have to. And then you just found this. Such a disappointment. You were the one who inspired me to edit videos. I used to look up to you. What do you mean starting a fight with a bigger YouTuber who called out hypocrisy didn't give me positive recognition. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Dramatic and emotional she's being about this. Like,
wait, she's being dramatic and emotional. Why is she being dramatic and emotional? Why do you think she's being dramatic and emotional, you idiot? Maybe it's because she's reacting to Rev getting dropped by Advanced GG for doing literally nothing, something that you even said shouldn't have been a drama in the first place, and yet he got dropped by Advanced GG. He got dropped by his sponsors. Oh, but hey, because you disagree with his political opinions, you're going to make a big deal. You're going to say, oh, it's not a big of a deal. I can't believe you reacted this way to it. Oh my God.
This is like the facts don't care about your feelings crowd over here. They don't care about you.
The facts are Rev said nothing crazy and yet got dropped by his fucking sponsors. It also damaged his wife, who you're not even talking about, by the way, who agrees with him on a lot, but is also the more moderate one and is also super kind, sweet, and loving and caring. Yeah, she also got hurt by this. You can say this is the facts don't care about your feelings crowd, all while at the same time you're over here saying, yeah, it's good that he got dropped. It's good. It's good. He should be dropped. He should have all these business deals canceled because I disagree with him on politics. Fuck you.
They don't care about us. If you're a reasonable person, you'll get thrown to the side and thrown to the wolves. Like, yes. Jesus Christ, give me a break. Like, you're just crying like a baby because people don't like your shitty politics.
No, there was no evidence of that. In fact, if you want to say, well, people don't care about your shitty politics, okay, let's say people don't care about his shitty politics. 5 years, successful campaigns over and over again, made the company a whole bunch of money. Why drop him? All the other people weren't making the company that much money. Why drop the moneymaker? Oh, it's because of politic bullshit. It's because people harassed him and attacked him. And yes, he said nothing wild. You even admitted that he said nothing wild. It was just a stupid little drama. It shouldn't have blown up that big. But it's okay to drop him because I disagree with him politically. No, that tells everybody not to support you. What did he say? What did he do? You even said that it was dumb drama. Fuck you. Fuck you so hard. Oh, you'll probably like that. God damn it, I don't know what to say to you. You sound like an F-slur.
Advanced GG can do whatever it wants. They can make...
Yeah, you're right. They can do whatever they want. And then they can't bitch and cry when they go under because they still have massive amounts of debt.
Make decisions about who they partner with based on anything. It's a private company. The CEO is allowed...
Now it's a private company. Now it's a private company that can do whatever the fuck it wants. Oh my God, I hate these fucking people. They bitch and moan about fucking private companies, how Elon Musk needs to do what they want to do even though it's a private company. They fucking cry their eyes out when you lose your channel and they say that it's a private company. Oh, you can accept it or do whatever they want. These are the biggest fucking hypocrites. Hey, it's a private company. Get the fuck off of any other platform. Hey, it's a private company. Guess what? You're right. Advanced GG is a goddamn private company. You know what else? They got pressured into canceling fucking Rev. And why did he get canceled? Because he said, LOL, I disagree. That's it. You yourself said it was dumb. You yourself said it was a stupid drama. That's what led him to getting canceled. Fuck you. Suck my fat one. I don't want to say that because you probably would.
To not like the vibes of the partners for
even if they make them loads of money. That's stupid.
Any reason. You are literally encouraging people to boycott them in response.
Yes.
You are reacting to their behavior and choosing to not do business with them as a...
That is fine to do. React to the behavior, choose not to do business with them. They reacted to a fucking mob harassing them, demanding them to drop Rev over bullshit that you agree was bullshit. Now, after dropping Rev for appealing to this mob, we will not do business with them. Simple enough.
Form of punishment for that behavior. You're allowed to do that.
You are... Wait, what?
But so is the company. They're reacting to the behavior of one of their...
You said it was dumb. You said the drama was dumb. There's nothing there. You said it was. That's not the same. What did they say? We've completed our internal review and have ended our relationship at issue. We won't discuss any further publicly. Yeah. This is all of them condemning Rev for his actions that you said was dumb. You yourself said it was dumb. So then the customers, the people that were loyal, the people that were sending the money, again, by the way, they also ended this after Rev and Straub sold out of their last drop. All the customers that were supporting him because they backed Rev and Straub for 5+ years, supported them for 5+ years, been with them for that long through all sorts of shit. Those customers are now saying, okay, we'll take our money elsewhere. Hey, Advanced GG, or go to GamerSupps because they back Kirsha. They refuse to drop Kirsha. We'll go to GamerSupps. We'll give our money to Rev directly through his Patreon. We'll give money to them. We're taking our money and going elsewhere, voting with our wallets. They bent the knee. We won't. That's okay. They can be idiots for appealing to a goddamn drama that you yourself said was stupid. We'll go somewhere else because it shows they won't support us. They won't back us up when a bullshit drama sparks off, and we'll go elsewhere.
Partners and choosing not to do business with them, acting like it's some sort of outrageous, completely unheard of thing, and they're betraying people.
Yes,
it is stupid. You're
No, it's not stupid because they are betraying people. They betrayed Rev. There's no evidence of any harassment because the whole thing was that he was being canceled for harassing others. Simultaneously, you go back to Rev's tweet about the harassment. That is somebody who is doing the exact same thing they canceled him over, but has different politics. But you don't want to go into that because if you go into that, it breaks your fucking narrative because, well, you're a femboy Efsler.
You're just crying about it. Like, relax, grow up.
No.
Like the title of the video, This is War, like...
I could say that the video itself, the title, yeah, a little hyperbolic. Guess what? Hey, here's the thing. You can't be racist against white people, dumbass. This is Vex VTuber. She's still partnered with Advanced GG. She's still there. She's still a part of all that shit. They don't cancel her. They're still working with her. But they stopped working with fucking Rev, even though he makes him a lot of money, because he said, LOL, I disagree. That's literally what it is. Tard like this are radicalizing me more. Yeah.
Understand that it's clickbait. I do understand that, but it's like so dramatic. It's
okay. What is your video title again? The Right Wing Vtuber grifter situation is insane. Clickbait. Because there's nothing insane here. It's just you that's insane right now. And by the way, your hat. This machine kills fascies. Does that mean denims? No, it means leaflet.
It's just, ugh.
It's one thing to be a politically neutral entity, and it's another thing to actually take enforcement action on behalf of a political ideology.
Yes. Yes. What she said there is correct. Companies should be politically neutral because, again, conservatives buy shoes too. Companies should be politically neutral. Perfectly fine there. But when you bend to the will of another political company on another political side, all for the sake of appeasing that political side, yes, people get pissed the fuck off. There's not a financial premises on it. There's not a business deal surrounding it. People will get pissed the fuck off. Take a look at Bud Light, for example. Bud Light made a decision. The people that purchased Bud Light made a decision as well. We now drink Yingling. And Bud Light has not recovered. When it came to Target, they were putting out stuff that the people that go to Target did not like. Target then, those people that were giving money to Target then said, you know what, we'll take our money elsewhere. Target then had issues. That's completely different than a company saying, well, all these people are getting mad at us for supporting you and helping you get money, so we're going to just leave. There was no financial basis there. There was no financial support there. Said individual that was making you money, you dropped them because of outside pressure. When it's people refusing to actually buy your product and you see an actual decline in business, your customers are going away. That's completely different than when nobody that buys your product to begin with are crying and acting like bitches. Okay? You dropped a man that made you loads of money for bullshit. This idiot is a communist. Oh, yeah. I agree, Hayden. I agree.
Enforcement action on behalf of a political ideology. They just don't like you.
No, there's no evidence that they don't like you. There's evidence that they bent the knee to a political ideology because that whole drama that you yourself said was dumb was going on for a week, and they were constantly tagging Advanced GG, demanding them to drop Rev. Even to your tweet, they're like, hey, we're going to do an internal review. We're going to look into this. We're going to figure this out. When you went into their Discord, they were even saying there were people being banned and silenced in their fucking Discord for sponsors and people like that who were demanding the end of Rev, even though none of those people made the money. They bent the knee to them. That's not the same.
Like, I just don't understand the confusion here. Like, the bewilderment. The like, oh my.
I do. You know what? I agree. I don't understand the confusion. I don't understand the bewilderment because you're being a fucking retard. You're the problem here.
My God, how could they do this? People don't like you and your shitty politics. You are toxic to this country.
Okay. Oh, fuck. I'll go back there. If you're banning somebody based on their political beliefs, that's not fair. That's not right. That's sick and disgusting. There's one thing with ending business with somebody that's not making you money. There's another thing when you bend the knee and kick somebody aside, even if they're making you money, because that's sick, depraved, and wrong. And if it's all based on their political beliefs, you're fucked in the head. You are. Because then you're telling people you care more about virtue signaling than actually benefiting your customers and being there for the people that actually make you profit. You care more about virtue signaling and politics than you do your own business and your own company. Advanced GG will go under now because, again, they were in a massive amount of debt prior to this. They're a brand new company, and they would rather bend the knee than actually stand by the people that give them money.
This people don't like you and your shitty politics. You are toxic to this country. We want you.
You are toxic to this country, you fucking commie bastard. We want you gone. We want you removed. Helicopter rides for all of you, because that's what we should have been doing.
To shut the fuck up and stop voting for pedophile rapists.
You voted for Biden, I'm willing to bet, so why are you talking? Shut the fuck up. God damn it, it's strawman after strawman, you deranged lunatic. There is no evidence that Trump ever did this. You can go to the fucking Epstein shit. Guess what? All the Epstein shit been debunked multiple fucking times, but you want to keep going with this. Hey, have you ever talked about the Ashley Biden diary? Hey, have you ever talked about the Hunter Biden laptop? Probably not. You probably said that those were all conspiracy theories, nothing basic on them, even though you voted for Biden.
Like, what is confusing about that? Companies are comprised of people. Those people have opinions. Those people are allowed to act upon those opinions.
Oh my God. If you're running a company, you should be politically neutral. Conservatives buy shoes. Why is this concept so alien to these fucking retards? It doesn't matter if you disagree with them politically. If they bring in the dough, if they are your money makers right there and you cut them off, you are an idiot and you deserve to lose your company at that point in time because you care more about virtue signaling than actually running a business. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit.
Is within their company. That's capitalism.
No, that's not capitalism. That is not fucking capitalism there. That is fucking communism. That is actual fascism. That is not capitalism in the slightest. Capitalism is, hey, we're making money. We're not going to hurt the people that make us money. Holy shit. Holy shit. What the fuck? Are we serious? Capitalism is we go down the path that makes us money. Rev made the money. and they cut him off for his political beliefs. That's communism. That's fascism. That's authoritarianism. You cut off the people that made you money for politic bullshit. Nothing about that is capitalistic in the slightest. And it's a company that was in debt for millions of dollars. Are you serious? Are you fucking... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. What happened to Bud Light was capitalism. The customers went away. Capitalism. What happened to Target was capitalism. The customers went away. They voted with their wallets. They voted with their money. They lost money. They actually lost money because of it. There was no signs of Advanced GG losing money. In fact, they just sold out of old Rev shit. See ya, Hayden. See ya, Hayden. What the fuck?
With it, it's just so obnoxious how like pearl clutching and dramatic and like crybaby these people become when they...
Okay, you know what? You guys were freaking out over fucking Rev and accusing him of being a fucking harassing racist bigot for not saying fuck ICE. You guys freak out over anybody who doesn't agree with fuck ICE. Fuck you, you goddamn fascist.
Like receive like criticism and backlash for their like awful opinions and their like...
You canceled a man for not agreeing with you. No, that's not the same.
Like awful politics. These are the consequences for your action. That's...
No, these aren't the same things here. Consequences of your action would be, hey, I lost money because of this. We now go another direction. They were gaining money and then they went another direction. None of this is the consequences of your actions here. There was no signs of them losing money. In fact, they were gaining money for supporting Rev. Just to spite them to support Israel too.
It's the way it is. Get fucked. Another video that I looked at regarding the situation was from Kirsha, which was an hour-long video. What the fuck?
Your video is 20 minutes long. What the fuck?
She kind of like hides her power level in this video, honestly. It's a pretty like level-headed, kind of reasonable take about just like how toxic Twitter is and how nobody was really harassing anybody. The one take that she gives here that I definitely wanted to criticize was when she's talking about like cancel culture and cancel culture being a bad thing. And she talks about the comparison of her behavior in the past where she was encouraging going after people who were celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. Like and canceling those people and getting them to lose their jobs. Comparing.
You mean glorifying the death of a man and encouraging more political assassinations? Yes. Those people do deserve to lose their jobs because they're vile people. They're monsters. Are you going to be supporting the people that are coming out here saying, hey, we should have more Charlie Kirks? And I'm meaning that in the way that it's like, hey, we should have more things that happen to Charlie Kirk happen to other people. Are you going to be agreeing with those people?
That to quote unquote canceling Rev and causing him and his wife to lose their advance contracts.
Yes.
And from the Charlie Kirk stuff of going after people for simply not liking him. No, I don't care if someone doesn't like Charlie Kirk. I care if they're celebrating that he died.
Yes.
That is fucking weird.
This is pretty funny because she acts.
No. There were people celebrating that he died. There were people saying that it should happen more. There's pretty funny. This happened. We see it to this day. There's still people praising what happened to Charlie Kirk, mocking his death, glorifying it, and wishing more to happen. If you do that, that's a different situation altogether, because that's showing you're a vile person, and there could be legal ramifications, because if you keep a person like that employed, your company could be liable if they go on a deranged fucking rampage. Holy shit! Oh, Terry is oofing someone. Leave him be. He's a minor. Oh, god damn. Fuck you home, bro.
It's like there's some sort of clear distinction here, which is based on kind of nothing. Celebrating violence against somebody isn't actually illegal. In fact,
no! the fuck? You're right. It's technically not illegal, but it shows just how disgusting of a person you are, and it shows danger. Again, if you're a company and you employ these people that say this vile rhetoric, this vile shit, glorifying it, demanding more happens, you can be held liable if that said person goes on a crazy rampage. Because you knew they were disgusting. You knew they had these thought processes. You knew all about it. It is actually a detriment to you to hold them on. You can be legally held liable. Those people are sick and disgusting. They're out there actually saying heinous things. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. What the fuck are you on about? Hey, let's say it happened to a leftist. Would you be saying the same thing? No.
Here's Charlie Kirk doing that regarding Paul Pelosi getting attacked with a hammer.
And no. That is not the exact same thing. Because if you actually get the full clip, which I might have to go fucking hunt down, he was saying, get the person out, get the patriot out, and ask them questions. Ask what the heck happened. Talk to them. I'm willing to bet you don't have that aspect.
Why is he still in jail? Why has he not been bailed out? By the way, if some amazing patriot out there in San Francisco or the Bay Area wants to really be a midterm hero, someone should go.
The implication of the question he would be answering here is alluding to the conservative conspiracy theory that the attacker was Paul Pelosi's gay lover.
Go and bail this guy out and then go ask him some questions.
Ask him questions because we've seen other fucking assaults happen in these areas. We've seen other people get attacked. Remember Stop Asian Hate? Remember all the shit that was going on there? Remember everything that was happening there? Who was doing the Asian hate, by the way? Those were the questions wanting to be asked. People wanted to ask those things. It was not the same thing. By the way, prior to this clip, he ends up saying, hey, we don't like that this happened.
So clearly there are some situations in which celebrating violence against somebody is okay.
Nobody celebrated violence. That is not the same. Fuck. Okay, I guess I have to do this. Charlie Kirk Paul Pelosi. Videos. No, that is not what I want. I want from the Charlie Kirk show proper. Nope, this is still not it. Charlie Kirk show. Is this it? Republicans deliberate, downplay. Nope. Is this it? Right here. Here's the actual clip. Here it is. I wonder why we wanted to ask this question. Here's the full minute and 56-second clip.
Says top Republicans reject any link between GOP rhetoric and Paul Pelosi assault. Of course you should reject any link. Why is the Republican Party, why is the conservative movement to blame for gay schizophrenic nudists that are hemp jewelry makers breaking into somebody's home, or maybe not breaking into somebody's home? Why are we...
Reminder, he was also an illegal immigrant from Canada.
we to blame for that exactly? And why is he still in jail? Why has he not been bailed out? By the way, if some amazing patriot out there in San Francisco or the Bay Area wants to really be a midterm hero, someone should go and bail this guy out. I bet his bail's like $30,000 or $40,000. Bail him out and then go ask him some questions. I wonder what his bail is. They're going after him with attempted murder, political assassination, all this sort of stuff. I'm not qualifying it. I think it's awful. It's not right. But why is it that in Chicago, you're able to commit murder and be out the next day? Why is it that you're able to trespass, second-degree murder, arson, threat of public official, cashless bail? This happens all over San Francisco, but if you go after the Pelosi's, oh, you're let out immediately. Got it.
It's almost like the clip that you showed, the like 20 second to 10 seconds, if you show the full minute and 56-second clip, context changes rapidly. It's almost like if you actually do your fucking research, the clip changes. He made the clip so out of context. Oh, yeah. Openly says he doesn't qualify it. He doesn't like it. He finds it abhorrent. But hey, why do we have to take the fall for it? Because they were blaming us for it. They were blaming conservatives for it. They were blaming Republicans for it. Why do we have to take the fall for it? Why are we to blame for it? What did we do to cause all this? Where's the proof of that? Why don't we bail him out and ask him questions of what led him to do this? Why don't we do that? All at the same time, isn't it wonderful that this is all could happen over here? But when you do it to Pelosi's, context matters, dumb fuck.
Okay, maybe if you just dislike the person enough. The reality is that you had a moral objection to public statements of a person, these people who are celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, and you work to get that person punished monetarily.
Those are completely different things. One person was glorifying the death of an individual. Charlie Kirk never did that. You're a fucking fascist. You're a hypocrite. You're a monster. Fuck off. Suck my fat one. I know you would probably enjoy it, so I'll make sure that I do it after not taking a shower.
Exactly what happened to Rev. People had a moral objection to their behavior and their public statements, and those people worked to get them punished monetarily.
No. The same thing wasn't happening with Rev. What Rev did was, LOL, I disagree. And people freaked the fuck out because he wasn't saying fuck ICE. He wasn't agreeing with them on the basis of politics. He didn't say any morally reprehensible shit. He wasn't glorifying the death of anybody. He wasn't attacking anybody. He was saying, LOL, I disagree. And then people lost their shit. The other side, they glorified the death of Charlie Kirk. They went out there and had fucking entire goddamn costumes. They did the whole neck thing. They loved it. They gleefully happened. They were out in the streets going like, we got Charlie Kirk in the neck and all that shit. Those people are monstrous individuals that should be removed from society. Those are two vastly different things. They are nowhere near comparable at all. You fucking lunatic. But you're a commie. So shocker that you're doing fucking shit like this. God damn. Do you know what? You know what's pissing me off more? I know I've been drinking. You know what's pissing me off more? Bro has almost 30,000 subscribers, and he's saying monstrous shit like this. Monstrous, abhorrent shit like this, accusing Charlie Kirk of being something that he wasn't. Are you fucking serious here? God damn. Just so tired of the left saying moral responsibility. Moral responsibility is when my morals are challenged, and it's my moral responsibility to make the political statement. Yes! When they are out there glorifying his death, championing his death, saying more people should die, saying more people need to be treated like Charlie Kirk, justifying it, making light of it, laughing at it. When they are doing that, that's reprehensible and they should be punished. That is nightmarish. Those are people that are actually going to cause more things because they're being shown that they like it. That is insane. You do get to be punished for that. You do need to tamp that down. You do need to crack down on that kind of mentality. Because if you allow the idea of political assassinations to actually thrive in your society, guess what? You have no society, and it's on the verge of fucking collapse. Anybody that talks that way does need to be handled with the fullest extent of the law. There is no free speech at that time. Your society is on the verge of collapse if you allow that conversation to happen. What Rev did was, LOL, I disagree, to fuck ICE. That's all it was. Two vastly different things. One's an actual moral dilemma. The other one is a political opinion. Fuck off.
It's the same thing.
No.
Acting like there's some sort of distinction there is silly, because there's not.
No. Acting like there's not some sort of distinction there shows you how deranged you are, shows you how vile you are, shows you how sick you are. You deserve to be locked up at that point in time.
There's a distinction in where you draw the line between what's acceptable behavior to punish that way and what's not, but that's just based on your own
Okay, let's say it was Hassan. Let's say it was on the Hassan doing the talking. Let's say it's Hassan or Destiny, vice versa, because there's like two very different camps. Would you have the same opinion? Probably not, because there's vastly different things going on there. Vastly different things.
personal opinions. There's nothing really concrete there to go off.
No,
and
there
also,
is.
Like, Rev's behavior in this specific Twitter interaction is clearly not like the actual full reason for this campaign to get their contract pulled.
No, it is. They freaked the fuck out over his interactions. They said he was harassing people. If you actually show the thing, Lala cried about harassment. You could say all day and night it was full on a Twitter campaign to get him pulled off. He was a deranged lunatic. All the people were deranged lunatics going after him. He did nothing wrong.
From Advanced, anybody who is going with the narrative that this was harassment on Rev's part and that's why they deserve to lose their contract, that's obviously stupid. I would agree that none of this.
5 years, successful campaigns. There's no evidence that he ever did this. You're saying there was other behavior. There's no evidence to back up that claim.
Was harassment. Clearly, this event was just kind of a flashpoint for something that had been brewing in the community for a while, which, like, again, to kind of just like circle back to this, people hate you and your politics.
There's no proof of that. There's deranged lunatics and Twitter freaks. I know you want to freak out over anybody saying Twitter freaks, but guess what? You said racist chuds. There's no proof of a flashpoint here. You need to show proof in order to say that. You could say, well, there's obviously a flashpoint. Why else would they do it? No, there's a harassment mob all fucking week to get Rev canceled. Are you fucking insane? There should be a punishment for false media reporting. Yeah, I agree. I fucking agree.
They're going to come after you. They're going to bully you. They're going to try to get you punished.
So wait. I need to go back.
Your politics. This event was just kind of a flashpoint for something that had been brewing in the community for a while, which, like, again, to kind of just like circle back to this, people hate you and your politics. They're going to come after you. They're going to bully you. They're going to try to get you punished monetarily.
So it's okay that people are going after you for your politics. It's okay that people went after Lala for her politics. It's okay that people go after anybody for their politics. That's what you're saying here. And you have no room to talk. If that's your position, fuck you. You have zero room to talk. We can go after you for your politics now. You know what? Here, I'm willing to bet you have some sponsors. I'm willing to bet they'll love to see that you're justifying the assassination of Charlie Kirk. You're justifying the protection of people that like Charlie Kirk. I'm willing to bet they'll love to hear that. I'm willing to bet they'll enjoy hearing that. Because you're saying it's okay. Because it's okay to get rid of people on the basis of their politics, because according to you, that's capitalism, even though that's not fucking capitalism. That is nowhere near capitalism.
Get used to it. You're scum. You deserve it. Also,
you deserve it. You're scum. You're fucking a fascist. So you're gonna harm yourself? Is that what we're hearing? Because you're a fascist. You're a monster. You're vile. You're a hypocrite of the highest order.
Reporting this video, she mentions that she seems to believe that the ICE agent, Jonathan Ross, was run over by Renee Good.
He was. There's actually proof of that. You can see it in the video. Do I need to pull up the video as well? Because I will, because he was run over. CBS even reports he had internal bleeding. We can go over this over and over and over again. He was run over. Quit acting like he wasn't. Jonathan Ross was run over. Videos. Minneapolis shooting.
Breaking news, ABC News now obtaining new cell phone video of the deadly ICE approaches her, telling him, quote,
here's the clip. Here's the clip. I know it's from CBS, so you have this, but this is the clip in question. This is from his own camera.
I'm not mad. Her partner standing outside the vehicle holding her own phone, exchanging words with that officer. Then the moment the driver turns and appears to try to pull away, the officer's phone capturing that moment as well. Then opening fire, shooting.
She saw him. You hear him go, whoa.
3 times, killing Renee Good.
You heard it. You literally hear him get hit. Are you serious?
So I guess she's either blind or an idiot.
So you're blind or an idiot, if that's the statement we want to go with. You see him in the original clip also being pushed backwards. Here, let me also pull this before we do this. First video of Jonathan Ross, Renee Good shooting. That's that one. I want the original. Where's the original? All I'm seeing is the newer ones. I mean, we could go with the newer one. We'll go with the newer one. Here's the newer one. You can see her face, by the way.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. It's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car.
You hear them say, get out of the car, get out of the car, get out of the car. They never once said, move along, get out of the car.
Get out of the car.
In the full version, you can see her looking at him.
Oh!
You hear the phone hit. You hear him say, whoa, because you hear it rev up. He runs into her.
We're also learning.
That is what happened. You see it plain as day, you moron.
If you send clear proof of video that the ICE agent wasn't run over and Alex Pretty wasn't resisting, where are you getting this video? Because that's not what the video I've watched from multiple angles shows. What video are you watching? Did you like make another AI video?
After that, out of curiosity, I went ahead and looked into her reaction to Alex Pretty being shot. And sure enough, she's 100% on board with the idea that he was violently resisting somehow.
He was.
She also implied that he looked like a pedophile. So, there's...
I mean, you look like a pedophile right now because we're going to go with those words.
That. This is not a serious person. None of these people are serious people.
You're not a serious person.
He's a retard and a grifter. And
you're a retard and a grifter. I literally just showed you the clip of Alex Pretty, not Alex Pretty, but Jonathan Ross being hit. I could go over the Alex Pretty thing all day and night of him actually engaging with police officers, fighting with police officers. I could do this over and over and over again. It's not going to get us anywhere, so fuck you.
Treated like that. There's no video for this one, but quick shout out to Powder, who had a just awful reply in the comments underneath.
Making that simple statement, fuck ICE, opens you up to crazy amount of assumption about your character. What is it about ICE that you don't like? What should be done about the millions of illegal immigrants, in your opinion? I agree. What should be done? They're all over the place. What should we do with them? Blocking replies was not the move. Twitter is gonna Twitter, and people are going to criticize you for your politics. Yes, you claim empathy by saying fuck ICE, but do you have empathy for American people, the countless people who are unemployed, the greedy business owners who take advantage of illegal immigration and pay people like shit so they don't have to hire Americans and pay them a livable wage? Yes. Yes. Again, I've shown it on several occasions. The ICE raid that happened over in California would have been last year, probably about May of last year, over in California, in which you ended up having a pot farm get raided in California. And guess what was found there? Minors. Minors working on a pot farm, illegal immigrant minors working on a pot farm, aka slave labor, child slave labor working on an illegal pot farm in California. What the fuck is wrong with you? Guess who freed those slaves? Guess who freed those minor child slaves? ICE. So when you say ICE, it tells me you support minors working in slave labor camps. That's what it tells me.
One of these tweets, and there's a couple things here that are very dumb. Now, the one thing she is correct about, again, is that Twitter is Twitter. People are going to come after you when you make political takes. That is true.
Okay.
None of it was harassment,
is it dumb?
but the idea that like locking the replies was not the move, that again,
no, it was not the move. It shows that you are weak and pathetic.
this idea that there's something virtuous about allowing people to criticize you publicly, that's stupid. But this part here, like, you claim empathy by saying fuck ICE, but do you have empathy for the American people, the countless people who are unemployed, the greedy business owners who take advantage of illegal immigration and pay people like shit so they don't have to hire Americans and pay them a livable wage? First off, to be a conservative and bring up the concept of a livable wage is insane.
Why? Why is that insane? If you're going to say we should raise the minimum wage, that's not the right idea. Get illegal immigrants out, make them hire Americans. That's the idea. Get rid of H-1Bs, make them hire Americans. That's the idea. These are good quality jobs. Why is it insane to say that?
Like, you are lost.
Why are we lost? Why are we lost? Tell me.
But let's talk about a couple of these things real quick. First off, like, the idea that there's only two alternatives here. Option A, we are completely overrun by illegal immigrants all over this country. Or option B, we have masked armed men abducting and shooting US citizens in the...
Option A, we have illegal immigrants running all over the country. Option B, we get them the fuck out. Those are our options. Quit trying to do this virtue signal shit. It's either A or B. You're probably going to go with A. When you go down A path, that leads to mass amnesty. When you go down B path, that leads to getting the fuck out of here.
Streets, like, that's insane and stupid.
How do we get them out then? How do we get them out? Think of that.
So, Powder is either insane or stupid to say such a thing.
Tackle the argument. How do you get them out?
A couple relevant stats here. Unemployment in 2023 during Joe Biden's presidency. The evil...
We already know that they were faking these unemployment numbers.
Awful Joe Biden, who had an open border, who allowed all these immigrants in the first place. Unemployment was at 3.4%. That's a
3.4%. Who was filling those jobs?
50-year low during that presidency.
Okay, open border. Who was filling those jobs? Who was filling those jobs?
Since President Trump has been in office, it's climbed back up to 4.6%, which is...
Who are filling those jobs? Answer that question.
Is the highest level since September of 2020.
Also, at the same time, if we want to talk about this, a lot of federal jobs were cut. Remember you guys freaking out over the amount of federal employees that lost their jobs. So not only are we having illegal immigrants get out of the country, but we also have federal employees losing their jobs. Under Joe Biden, a lot more federal jobs were made and a lot more illegal immigrants came in. So whose jobs were cut?
Which was during the COVID recovery. Obviously, the immigration is not driving unemployment the way you're.
Wait, so you were using, wait.
4%. That's a 50-year low during that presidency. Since President Trump has been in office, it's climbed back up to 4.6%, which is the highest level since September of 2021, which was.
Okay, so yes, again, federal and illegal immigrants were filling those jobs.
Was during the COVID recovery. Obviously, the immigration is not driving unemployment the way you're implying it is.
Holy shit. Holy shit. So we end up having a bunch of illegal immigrants filling a bunch of jobs. We get those people out, jobs skyrocket. Unemployment rate goes up a little bit. On top of the federal jobs being cut. It's almost like there are jobs there. And if we get people out, we give them jobs. Are you serious? Are you serious? The federal part also explains a whole lot.
Also, this idea that immigrants like come into the country and are just a leech on our economy and
they are
bad for our economy is disproven over and over again. Immigrants are typically considered a boost.
No. That's immigrants. So when you say immigrants, that means legal. What about the illegal? Immigrants and illegal immigrants are two very different things. When you say immigrants are a boost overall, those are legal immigrants. Are you counting the illegal immigrants? Because if you are, changes things vastly different.
Overall economic growth, they grow the labor force, they increase consumer spending. What you're implying here
you're utilizing legal immigrants versus you're doing legal versus illegal. You're conflating the two right now. So no, stop it.
It's totally wrong. Immigration drives job growth and productivity. Increased immigration leads to a decrease in the deficit.
Legal. You're motherfucker. Your whole entire argument is conflating both legal and illegal. I know a bunch of legal immigrants are usually a whole lot more law-abiding than illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants aren't law-abiding. You have to do the distinction between the two. You're conflating them as one big group when they're two different groups. Are you nuts?
And back to the idea that like this is the only way that we can get illegal immigrants out of the country. That having armed ICE agents marching through the streets of Minneapolis, which is up near the Canadian border.
Yes, because if you actually take a look at where ICE actually works, because again, there's a lot of illegal Somalis up there. There's illegal immigrants throughout all of America because again, Joe Biden was busing them all over the place. You can actually look this information up. Yes, it makes sense. Simultaneously, ICE has the ability to work within 100 miles of any American border. That includes airports. International airports are also areas where ICE actually works all the time. I bet there's a few international airports in Minneapolis.
Border, by the way, is the correct way to be removing illegal immigrants from this country.
Wait, what did he say?
Marching through the streets of Minneapolis, which is up near the Canadian border, by the way, is the...
Yes. Okay. You don't think there's immigrants coming in from the Canadian border? And again, what I just said about the airports and where ICE has legal jurisdiction, which basically blankets the entirety of the map. Do you not know this? This is why we need to get fucking retards out of politics.
Correct way to be removing illegal immigrants from this country. We did have an alternative to that. It was called the immigration bill. It was in 2023 under Biden.
Are you serious? No, the immigration bill didn't need to happen. The immigration bill was not going to effectively do anything. Biden could have done shit the entire time. He didn't need a bill to do jack fucking shit. Biden had the power. This is the biggest nonsense I've ever fucking heard. You don't need Congress to justify any sort of immigration access. That is all under the purview of the fucking federal government, the executive branch. Knock this garbage off. Jesus Christ.
It was a bipartisan bill and had support from both Republicans and Democrats. It would have resumed building the wall. It would have added more officers. It would have added more security. It would have
also allowed differences in how to actually get illegal immigrants out. It would have continued this whole revolving door policy that we've been talking about the entire time. Do your fucking research.
For more resources. It would have added resources to increase the processing of asylum cases. It would have added restrictions that allowed them to actually reduce the number of people that were coming into the country. Like a major,
and they would have just sent them out into the country.
Major part of our immigration issue is that we have legal backlog. Something about 30.
We don't, you know why we have this legal backlog? Because we have people come up to the border and say, I'm an asylum seeker, even though they are not an asylum seeker. And the moment they say they are an asylum seeker, you have to accept them as an asylum seeker. There was the CBP1 app at one point in time in which a lot of people were utilizing that to say they were just asylum seekers when they weren't really asylum seekers. In order to seek asylum, you must go to the nearest country closest to you. We had people traveling over 8 different countries to get here. That is not the same thing. Do your fucking research and listen to the other side's arguments prior to actually coming up with your own argument. Actually tackle the point. And again, go back to what Powder wanted to say. How do we handle these things? How do we get them out of here? Either they stay here or we get rid of them. Your answer is to just accept them all right now is what I'm hearing you say.
To 50% of illegal immigrants in this country are just people who overstayed their visas. It's not like they're all just coming over the border illegally.
Then we get them the fuck out. If they overstayed, we get them out. Simple enough.
There are reasons that we need resources other than just armed officers.
What other resources would we use other than armed officers? You would have more security, armed officers. We would be able to maintain them, armed officers, armed officers, armed officers. We need armed officers.
To deal with our immigration issue. And this bill that would have helped with all that was killed by Trump. He put pressure on
because
the
it was a bad bill
to not vote for it.
Because it was a bad bill. Simple enough.
They killed the bill that they were going to pass.
By the way, we have zero immigration right now. We actually have negative immigration right now. Trump came into office, shut down the southern border because it's purview of the executive branch. No other branch needs to be involved with it. It is executive level. It is Trump. Biden didn't need the bill. All Biden needed was funding. You didn't need a goddamn bill to do shit.
Because he needed to run on immigration as an issue so he could get elected again. And then he bragged about killing it. And now we have nothing. We have no border bill. We have
no border bill. Big beautiful bill. Give a bunch of money to CBP, DHS, all that. Jeremy, correction, negative illegal immigration. You're right. We have negative illegal immigration. The southern border is locked down. I had a burp. The southern border is locked down under President Trump right now. Actually, look at the stats, you fucking...
We have shootings in the streets of Minnesota. One thing that you can kind of just...
We have shootings in the street of Minnesota because lunatics like you are fighting with ICE officers, people that have guns. Are you serious?
See over and over by the just insane, stupid, ill-informed things that these people will say.
Ill-informed things that people will say, like you. Like you. You are the dumbest motherfucker out there. You don't think Renee Good hit that CBP officer. Actually, it was ICE officer. You don't think she hit her with a fucking car, even though we have it on film that he did get hit by a car. You don't think Alex Preddy was resisting arrest Even though we have it on film that he was resisting arrest, you don't know the beginnings of illegal immigration, even though conservatives know more about it than you do. We went through the fucking Charlie Kirk thing. You accused Charlie Kirk of glorifying the attack on Nancy Pelosi and Paul Pelosi, even though we ended up playing the clip and showing that that wasn't even true. Are you a fucking nutcase? You're talking about yourself in this regard. You justified the cancellation of Rev on the basis of nothing, even though you yourself said it was bullshit. You justify fucking destroying people's lives. Oh, well, hey, it's okay that people said that Charlie Kirk should have gotten it and more people should do it. Those people, oh, I guess you're going to do the whole hypocritical and blah, 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 blah. And now you're even talking about immigration and you don't know the beginnings of it. Fuck off.
In their videos that they pump out every day is that these people don't care about anything. They don't care about this country.
You don't care about
this country. They don't
country.
care about making it better, actually.
You don't care about
this is why I call them grifters.
You're a grifter. You know what? You want to talk about caring. You want to talk about caring. You want to talk about caring. You want to talk about caring, buddy. We're going to do this shit. We're going to do this shit. ICE raids hot farm with illegal immigrant children workers. Always like to pull this up because this is the Los Angeles Times. Los Angeles Times. The Times. Definitely a conservative source right there. Pot farm raided by illegal immigration agents has opened child labor complaints, state says. The coastal operation that was raided by a massive force of federal immigration agents last week is the subject of state investigation into illegal child labor, state officials said on Monday. Officials with the State Department of Cannabis Control said that they have launched an active investigation after receiving a complaint that the Glass House, one of the state's largest legal cannabis companies, had employed minors. The company has facilitates in I don't really care. I'm not even going to try to say these two names. Camarillo. I'm not even going to try. Caliph. It's unclear where the complaint was directed. In a statement, state officials said that that they had conducted a site visit as Glass House in May and found no violations. But later that month, the department received a complaint and opened an investigation. The employment of individuals under the age of 21 in the cannabis industry is strictly illegal, a serious matter, and is not tolerated, the statement said. So you mean to tell me that California investigated. A month later, they find the illegal kids. They find the fucking kids. I don't want to listen to you on how to run fucking immigration. Because guess what? That was in California. California investigated it, found nothing. Federal government comes in, finds shit. You're lying. You don't know the first fucking thing. Jeremy, check his comments. People are roasting him. I did see that earlier. I have it sorted by current, but if I go by newest, we have you're a deeply sick individual, dehumanizing others to justify attacking them, always projecting. Yeah, he's being roasted like fucking crazy. Oh, bro, you're here. Nice job not showing the full clip of Charlie and taking it out of context, where at the end he says he doesn't support the attack and any political person in the opposition, and the main context, which was why and how the conversation started. I love this. I love this so much. You deserve to be roasted.
Because they have no values except for just being anti-lib creators. They don't give a shit about Minnesota or Minneapolis.
Really?
They just want to point and laugh at Tim Walz because he was Kamala's running mate
and he's a retard.
He's a liberal, so that makes him the enemy. They don't give a shit that zero fraud has been uncovered as
bullshit! Zero fraud has been uncovered? Fraud. Minnesota cases. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this thing. Okay. Anytime. I'm going to go custom range. I'm going to go November 30th. I'm going to go all the way back to November 23rd. News. How fraud swamped Minnesota's social services system on Tim Walz's watch. This is New York Times. I know this is 2025. Let's see. I know. This is 2025. Okay, so you might not accept it. So you know what? What we'll do. January 9th, 2025. Minneapolis man charged with stealing $7.3 million and Medicaid fraud scheme. There's that. AP. Bag of cash doesn't stop jurors from convicting 5 out of 7 defendants in $40 million food fraud scheme. Uh-oh. Again, this is June 7th, 2024, as fraud scandal erupts in Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz watch CNN. There was an article from CBS that almost, I think it was 50 people were arrested in that time span. And that's just why I bring it up. This is why I'm focusing in on the dates, because they're saying this, there's no evidence of it. There's no evidence of it. There's no evidence. There's no evidence. There was evidence prior to this. There was 30 fucking people arrested and convicted under the Biden administration and under Tim Walz. There has been evidence of fucking fraud. This is bullshit. By the way, I don't know if you guys ended up seeing that. That's why I'm going to pull it back up right here. As fraud scandal erupts in Minnesota on Governor Tim Walz's watch, accountability is in short supply. This is Friday, October 4th, 2024. Bag of cash doesn't stop jurors from convicting 5 of 7 defendants in $40 million food fraud scheme. This is in June 7th of 2024. Here's this one. Minneapolis man charged with stealing $7.3 million Medicaid fraud scheme. This is January 9th of 2025. Hey, how fraud swamped Minnesota social services system on Tim Walz's watch. God damn it, I hate this. But this was this was also like prior to all this, early 2025. This is when this article was written as well. They were being written for a while. Fraud was been over there for a while. It takes a simple Google search, changing the time span to November all the way to 2023. If you go from November 2025 to 2023, prior to this whole thing popping off in December, you'll find it all.
As a result of the Nick Shirley video. By the way,
no fraud was discovered as a result of the Nick Shirley video. Nick Shirley showed evidence of fraud.
Video made by an actual mentally disabled person who's being used by right-wing media to attack Democratic politics.
Just because he's not great at interviews doesn't mean he's mentally disabled. I mean, I could say the same thing as you right now. You sound mentally disabled.
Politicians.
What do you mean by the word benevolent?
They don't care that they're...
Because he can't say benevolent. That means that he ends up... He's mentally disabled. He can't say a word. By the way, that interview, he ended up showing that it was very manipulative. It was altered and all that. Nick Shirley showed the full context. Dude comes out and says, we edit it all the time. Even though the full context ends up actually showing the guy who was doing the interview was saying some bad questions and looked retarded.
There are more illegal immigrants in Texas and Florida than there are in Minnesota. And yet there was no operation to surge.
Because the governments are... There's more illegal immigrants in Texas and Florida. I wonder, what kind of states are those? Are they run by Democrats or Republicans? Who's running those states?
ICE agents into those states, and they don't care when American citizens get gunned down in the street. They don't care about any
bullshit.
Of it. It's just a culture war grift. These people deserve your hate. They deserve to be bullied. Constantly. They should be. You deserve to be bullied. You deserve hate because you're a fucking retard. There's no swarm of ICE agents in Texas and Florida, even though they have more illegal immigrants. Ignore the fact that Republicans control both those states and the governments are working with them. Ignore the fact that Tim Walz originally said we would not work with federal enforcement. Same with Man Jacob Fry. Ignore all that. Are you serious? What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? shamed off every platform at every opportunity, and their loser audiences should as well. Meanwhile,
you should be shamed. You should be kicked off. You should lose everything. You should be banned off of all fucking platforms. I'm done playing this fucking game. You're a loser. You are a grifter. You know nothing of what that you are saying. You are a fucking fig. You like to suck knobs, and I will let you suck my knob only after I work 5 days in a row with no showering, and I want you to lick my schmegma.
As these dipshits and morons choke down the boots so far that they're
not choking on a boot because it is their boot. You have to deal with a boot, fucking fig.
Clearly hindering their ability for their brains to get oxygen. Polling info is clear. ICE is not popular.
Voters have become more unfavorable of ICE across Trump's second term. Okay, you know what? Let's play this game. Polling info is clear. Polling info is clear. People want mass immigration. Polling, mass deportation. Polling says American overwhelmingly support deportation, criminal illegals, local cooperative with ICE. This was on February 2nd of 2026. See it right here. Deportation opinions. Over 60% of the midterm voters support deportating. Wait, you guys can't even see this. Over 60% of midterm voters support deporting those illegally in the United States. Democrats live in an alternate world and completely disagree, with 67% opposing deportation. Overall, 61% approve. Swing voters, 64% approve. Democrats, 25. Independents, 59. Republicans, 97. Yeah. People still support this shit. So fuck off.
Things are looking pretty good as we start to move towards the midterm elections later this year. Make sure you register to vote, by the way, and
Make sure you register to vote, show up, and vote Republican.
Show up, please. It's clear that these awful events have finally started to wake people up to how awful this administration truly is.
We had an election in 2024 centered a lot around immigration. And his side lost badly. Exactly, Dom H. His side lost. Trump won popular vote. Trump won House, Congress, the Senate. They had the fucking Supreme Court. They won everything. And instead of accepting, hey, you know what? We lost. Okay, they got to do their thing. You rioted. You attacked people. You're fighting people. You're fighting with police. Trump should incite the Insurrection Act and break down on your guys' fucking necks. You want the boot? I hope Trump gives you the boot. Republicans want Trump to be 10% of the fascists you accuse him of being. Guess what? He's not. Fuck off. If you actually look at polling, it's vastly different than anything you actually take a look at. You picked one poll, I picked one poll. Very different things there.
This is why we should be openly talking about politics more. When you talk about politics, these kinds of scum always poke their head up.
You know what? I don't like talking about politics that much. I hate it. I despise it. I want to talk about VTubers. But guess what? This retard decided to talk about VTubers. So suck my fucking knob. I hope there's schmegma that covers your fucking throat.
And reveal themselves, and that allows you to start to root them out. And they do need to be rooted out.
Really?
They have completely aligned themselves with an authoritarian pedophile rapist. And
you mean Joe Biden, right? Because reminder, under the Biden administration, they wanted you to have vax cards, vax mandates. They wanted you to take experimental drugs. Biden, Ashley Biden's diary, Hunter Biden's laptop. We can take a good long look at that. What else is there? Oh yeah, they wanted to investigate your tweets. They were trying to open up basically an entire thing in which if you tweeted out something naughty, no, they were going to shut you down. They were violating the First Amendment. We can go deep into January 6th, in which they decided to lock up reporters, attack reporters, go after reporters, all long live. Back to Ashley Biden diary. We can go into what they actually ended up doing to James O'Keefe, raiding his home for a diary that he never actually ended up putting out. We could talk about this all day and night, buddy. Let's talk about fascism. And come back to me after what happened under the last administration. We can also talk about all the pushes by the Biden administration to censor social media. We could have a long conversation about fascism and how you supported fascism.
They will go along with.
Oh, by the way, you're also supporting fascism now, because if you disagree with somebody's politics, they should be removed and lose all their business practices. So again, who's the fascists?
Insane thing he tries to do. Liberals often have this approach of being like timid and conciliatory, even in the face of like awful, disgusting people saying and doing awful, disgusting things. And we just need to get over that. These people are scum. They should be treated like scum. Don't ever be nice to them. If you have friends who are voting conservative, stop being their friends.
What the fuck? This whole mentality sickens me to the core. Hey, if they disagree with you politically, you can't be friends with them. No, you can be friends with them. I'm friends with a lot of people that are progressive. One of my closest friends at work, guess what? Hey, I might work in a very conservative company. I might work at a very conservative industry. I have a friend that's super progressive. We're super close friends. I like her a lot. I enjoy talking to her and having these discussions and stuff. At the end of the day, we still go get drinks. This whole mentality that you need to cut people off that disagree with you politically is vile to me. These people are sick. These people are disgusting. People like this are monstrous individuals. Only cut people off that act like this, that if you're either with them or against them. These people need to be rooted out of human society. People like this fucking freak right here.
Fuck them. They don't care about you. They don't care about this country. If they did, they wouldn't be voting for this shit.
They don't care about you. They don't care about this country. I like American citizens getting jobs. I like American citizens being safe. I like American citizens not being raped in the streets. I like American citizens not being murdered in the streets. I like to reform our actual system. You want to force your political opinions down our throats and tell us to accept it or lose our jobs. Fuck you.
They should never be able to live normal lives in a civilized society ever again. We're not gonna.
Holy shit. Holy shit. He's calling me the fascist, by the way.
Get our normal country back until we get these parasitic scum to fuck off forever. I guess that pretty much covers it. But also, fuck ICE.
He's calling us fascists. And yet he says that. I see this one. We'll talk about this one maybe some other time. I'll throw this one real quick in the save for later file, because what the fuck is this? Save to watch later. Already, what the fuck? That is the most fascistic thing he had to say. That is nightmare fuel. But I was told I need to end up pulling up this aspect of the leaflet video because there's more there. Oh, I'm completely like insane. I'm completely like baffled that you will come out here and say these words, make these statements saying that people need to lose their jobs because of the things that they believe in politically and all this stuff, and that these people need to basically be harmed at the exact same time and removed from human society. That is fucking deranged to me. But again, I was told I needed to watch this aspect of Leaflet's video, which is just there's a little over 10 minutes left of Leaflet's video, and that there's more to it than that. So let's see what Leaflet had to say on this. Oh,
what is
just
this?
wanting to be loved is important and human. We all just want to be loved, and the big question is when you are
This is about him too.
not loved and a Nazi is across the street going, yoo-hoo, do you go back to being not loved or walk across the street? That is what this civil war, and I promise you that's what's brewing, is going to be all about. And it's fucking over. The discourse is over. We have sat, we have talked, we have argued, we have pondered. The discourse is over. The war has begun.
Wait, hold.
Before Leaflet says what he has to say, so because the other side won, because people that disagree with you won, you're immediately supporting this entire notion that there's a civil war and that you're going to be wanting us to be dead. Not only have you been telling us that we need to be removed because of our fucking politics, but no, you're supporting us literally dying. You are disgusting. Holy shit.
Hold on. Wait. Did it? Wait, hold on. Wasn't he criticizing me for for the title that Julio put up?
You're not talking to Nazis.
Yes, he did. He literally criticized you for saying that this is war, and yet he has a video openly saying that this is civil fucking war. You're not talking to Nazis. Holy shit.
Anymore. You're not talking to people that want to entertain the notion of being a Nazi anymore. They're fucking Nazis. It's the bedrock of humanity.
Gotcha. Asmongold is a...
Are you serious right now? We're the bad people here. We're the fascists. We're the monsters. We're the disgusting, deplorable people here because we just want to have our country be for us. Have our country be for Americans. We got to get people out of here that are defrauding us. We want to get people out of here that are being monstrous to us. We want to get people out of here who are breaking our laws, which is simple enough. We want this country to be for Americans. That's not racial. That is demographic based. Americans can be both black, white, Mexican, Chinese, Asian, whatever the fuck you want to say. They can all be Americans. If you go through the system correctly, by the books, legally, I don't care that you're here. I can disagree with you. But instead, this dude's immediately declaring you as a Nazi, saying that there's a civil war, saying that you need to be gunned down, essentially, that you need to be fought. This is a monstrous person, and yet he's coming after us and saying that we're the bad people. He attacked Leaflet for putting out a video saying this is war, for the deplatforming and the removal of fucking Rev Says Desu, and yet he's putting out content like this? Hypocrites. All of them. Hypocrites.
Nazi? Okay. I don't think they actually know what Nazis are. I'm just being real.
They don't know what Nazis are because the Nazis had this thing called the brown shirts. The brown shirts would be going all over the place and demanding you proclaim your love for the current day thing. Tell us that you are with us or you are against us. You know, the current thing that they're doing right now with you better say fuck ICE or we're going to destroy you.
It is so low that the worst people in the world find it.
Even about cost civilian lives? Yeah, who gives a shit?
And
he's right, though. He's right. There is going to be, when you do any sort of enforcement, there is going to be a certain percentage of people that are going to lose their lives because of it. That doesn't mean...
Yes, I would agree with it. That doesn't mean that it's right. That doesn't mean that it's good. It sucks. It's awful. But because they radicalize people like Renee Good and Alice Preddy, that ends up happening. It's not right. The way to fight back against that is PR and say, hey, don't do this shit. Don't fight with officers. It is sucky and awful that it happens.
That by giving into that and saying we should accept zero losses, you're just giving into tyranny. There's always a cost. Put it this way, using their own logic, okay? Like, if we use their own logic, should we have not attacked Germany? Because civilians were gonna die. Civilians were gonna die when we attacked Nazi Germany. It was inevitable that German civilians will be killed in the process. So should we have not done it then?
That's where they rally.
If some amazing patriot out there in San Francisco...
I fucking hate that he shows this goddamn Charlie Kirk clip. I hate it. I hate it because we already show the full fucking context. This is fucking wild that they fucking keep clipping him out of context on purpose to say that Charlie Kirk deserved to die. That's what they keep saying.
One base thing says fuck conservatives. Yeah, bro. I'd fuck someone. Thanks, Sapphire.
And that's where they rally.
If some amazing patriot out there in San Francisco wants to really be a midterm hero, someone should go and bail this guy out.
And it's so...
Yeah, but he's saying that in terms of like to find out what happened. That's like the joke, basically. Is someone should bail him out, find out what happened. Like interview him and like find out what happened.
Oh, we have gotten so bad that a third of our country has gotten there. 29% of the people are fucking Nazis.
Really?
Let's face it. That's a minority. We can beat them. We have to...
No, because if we actually want to do the math, 29% agree with you, 29% disagree with you. That's always been how the system works. That's basic math and education. There's this middle aspect as well. Trying to say that you need to get rid of 29% of the country is wild to me. And at the same time, there's 29% that support your ideology. Think it through. 30% supported the Revolutionary War and fought in the Revolutionary War. 30% of the American populace fought during the Civil War. 30% is all that it takes.
Say
29% of Americans are Nazis? That's crazy. This guy talks like Hitler.
Nazi, though! 2/3 of the country just don't want to be political. It's not politics to say you're not a Nazi!
What's a Nazi? Define a Nazi for me. I mean that. Define what it is to be a Nazi. Is it that I want my country to be my country? I want my country to be exponentially great. I love my country. I love America. Does that make me a Nazi? I want illegal immigrants out of my country. Does that make me a Nazi? Think that through. They don't even know what these words mean anymore. And they just scream and shout and declare it to be true. These people are disgusting.
Wasn't the guys, I'm just so confused. Didn't this guy in his video say that we're being super dramatic? Didn't he say that like that the right is so dramatic and like the way they talk is just like emotional?
Remember, he was saying that we are the emotional side. Whatever happened to the facts, don't care about your feelings crowd. He's out here literally saying a Nazi speech, basically telling us to get rid of the people we disagree with politically because they're bad. They're awful. We need to destroy them. We need to rectify them. While he attacked Kirsha for talking about, hey, these people justified the death of Charlie Kirk. They believe that Renee Good was a good person and didn't try to run over a cop. They come out here. He criticized Leaflet for her political opinions and for saying what she said and titling her video, "This is War." She went after fucking Powder. He said that we are disgusting, monstrous people and that we don't care, all while at the same time putting out videos like this. Dude, you're a goddamn hypocrite and a fucking beast of a person.
Like, what the fuck is this? Jeez.
It's like taking a shit!
I've never, by the way,
like taking a shit.
Streamed.
No, real quick, I'm going to keep saying what, I hope that she goes back a little bit. I enjoy taking a shit. Taking a shit is wonderful. Quit acting like taking a shit is bad. LOL of people out there already in a civil war. LOL of people out there already in a civil war. Static, are you drunk? Because I don't know what you're saying right there. But I do think we are currently in a civil war, by the way.
Like this crazily. Like ever. This is like crazy. He's like peeking his mic and shit, you know?
It's not politics to say you're not a Nazi! It's like taking a shit! You just do it!
I enjoy taking a shit. Taking a shit is wonderful. And guess what? We're not Nazis. You're just saying we're Nazis. So fuck you, you fucking Nazi scumbag. That's a T at the end of lot. Lot of people out there already in a civil war. True.
You die if you don't shit, and you die if you don't say.
Oh my God, you're not gonna play this. No way are you doing this. I'm scared to click. I'm legitimately terrified to click this button. Because this is fucking nightmarish. This video is basically justifying the death of Charlie Kirk now. You're screaming and shouting that all of the people that disagree with you need to be removed from society. Oh, conservatives need to be removed. Look at them. They're just grifters. They're just awful. All while having a video where you're yelling and screaming about Nazis and everything. And then you lace in Charlie Kirk's assassination, which is the sickest, most depraved moment in our human society as of right now. I'm legitimately terrified to click this button because I'm scared of what I'm about to see. I'm scared. Because if you're gonna do what I think you're about to do, I want you removed. I do, because that's not the same. You're a sick human being.
You're not a Nazi. Fascism is a fucking cancer. It will eat your country.
I don't even think they know what fascism is. Being for like the free market and being for free market and small government, antithetical to fascism. It's not really.
I agree with what Leaflet is saying here, but at the same time, these people don't understand what fascism is. These people are legitimately hiding the fact that currently in Minnesota right now, they're building borders. They're building barricades. They're going around pulling people over, demanding their papers, please. And the people that are doing that aren't ICE. That's Antifa. That's their radical protesters. Those people are doing that right now in fucking Minnesota. You can look up the videos of it all day and night. It's easy to do. But they're going to come out here and say that ICE is the fascists. ICE are the Nazis. When they're openly doing that right now, they don't know the first thing about it because they don't know what any of this really means because they're all useful fucking faggot idiots. This dude is a massive POS and has an audience. We will see more of these Hassan types and they will go harder than Hassan and start calling him soft.
Compatible.
Unless your country kills it. Here's what happens when you get cancer. Nothing good. Nothing. There is no way out of it. You've got cancer. You have fascism. You are going to suffer. You are going to fight. You are going to feel pain. You are.
I hate this person. I hate this person because guess what? I felt pain during the Biden administration. I was scared for my family's livelihood. I was scared for my family. Our money was being depleted. The skyrocketing fucking inflation, all while at the same time, we were terrified to even let our political opinions be heard because they would destroy us. All while at the same time, you're lacing in fucking January 6th here. Why don't we lace in the summer of fucking love?
not getting out of this.
So wait, hold on. So which is it? Which is it? Is like going against the police? Is that good or bad? Because like you're showing a January 6th video here.
You're not getting out of this.
We're going to be doing something with Greenland, either the nice way or the more difficult way.
I love that base. By the way, if you're gonna interlace fucking, god damn it, you're interlacing this shit. Everybody said that this shit was bad. Even Trump said that this shit was bad. If you're gonna play the goddamn clip, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
We have fascism. It is happening.
Our investigation developed proof beyond a reasonable doubt that President Trump engaged in a criminal scheme to overturn.
There's no real evidence of that. You just have a bunch of fucking talking heads saying that he did it. I know there's a goddamn fucking FBI and all these investigations. There was no actual proof of it. They just said it. But hey, interlace you guys actually making up a bunch of political bullshit to actually go after a president, all while crying at the fact that he's going after his political opponents. So why don't we keep doing that shit?
The results of the 2020 election.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to find out what's happening.
Yes.
With the do you guys know what's happening with the vote thing? Hear me out, okay?
I do know, Leaflet. I do know. But please tell me more.
Maduro. All right. So they have Maduro. So if you guys didn't know about this, like the voting systems that they use in a lot of those those counties that their votes like all of a sudden, like in the middle of the night, they went like mad hard for fucking Democrats. Those voting systems were connected to Venezuela.
Yes.
The Dominion machine.
Legitimately, they were. That actually legitimately came out. This sounds like a conspiracy. That's fact. That's the weirdest thing. It is actually a fact.
Yeah. So think about this. This is kind of really interesting. Like I was thinking about this the other day. Maduro, he gets captured. Right. Shortly after that, they get a warrant into the where they were keeping all of the voting equipment and the vote.
By the way, also they took some of the voting equipment not just out of Venezuela, but there was another country. I think it was it Puerto Rico or it was another one of the Latin American countries. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head right now, but somebody fact check me on that one. They did just recently do this, and they're freaking out that fuck CIA. The CIA did that, and they're saying there's no proof. Why did they take all this to investigate it?
The vote ballot boxes. They get a warrant for that. A judge signed off on that warrant. Fulton County, A judge. Basically, they presented evidence to a judge, and the judge was like, okay, and then signed off on the warrant to allow them to go in there and like take everything. So it's kind of like, where did they get that evidence from? Right. So like, was that why they got Maduro? It makes me think. Cause like when they went really hard on Maduro, right? I'm just being real. Like they went crazy mode on that guy.
Yes, they did.
But they wanted him bad. Right. So like my thought is like, did they capture him and tell him like, listen, man, we know you were fucking around and, you tell us everything that happened. You tell us who paid you, who set this up, spill all of it, and where we can find the evidence. Or
did you guys know that there's actually a conspiracy theory over on the left right now? Excuse me. That they're gonna basically tell Maduro, we'll give you a pardon if you just say what we want you to say. I'm not even lying. That's a conspiracy going around right now.
Or you're not going to have a happy time. I wonder if that's what happened. It'll be really interesting to see like where that goes, because that investigation is pending right now. They already like went in there. They already took all the stuff. So it'll be interesting to see. Dude, how crazy would it be if they actually did say...
I need to get Leaflet on Ballbusters. Remind me to DM Leaflet later.
That the election was stolen. Like it actually was rigged. Dude, I'm gonna be real. If that's true, like some real treason charges should go out. Like for real. Like real ones with like capital punishment. Hideki, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you. It concerns me how unhinged this guy sounds. The scary part is you get enough of this guy together, they will mobilize out of pure insanity. I think we're already getting there, to be honest. Because there's a lot of people that agree with him. Like,
see, this is why I don't like reacting to Leaflet videos, because I'm just over here going like, yes. This is why I don't react to her content. I like to listen to her content because I just say yes.
No, just to be honest, a lot of people do agree with this guy. I mean, all you have to do is look at X, look at all the people saying that, like, you know, fuck ICE, the amount of people saying fuck ICE, the amount of people calling random people Nazis. I mean, this guy says like 29% of people are Nazis. That's crazy. Alex Jones was right, dude. Darth Dread, thank you for the bit. Tulsi Gabbard was on the scene when they see. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, if you guys didn't know about that.
Thank you. Fucking Leaflet's confirming it for me. I told you all. I was right. Jeremy was right. By the way, I need to start making like a little clip of me just going like Jeremy was right, and have like Static or Prof or somebody like having to put dollars in there like Jeremy was right jar, because I'm right. I'm usually right.
Tulsi Gabbard herself was there when they confiscated this stuff. So that means it's not a small op. Like, why would she be there personally? Like herself, physically. Yes. So it's really interesting to see like where that's going to play out. I don't know. Thank you, DJQ. Thank you so much for the kicks. They throw around the word fascism, but they've never read The Doctrine of Fascism by Benito Mussolini and Giovanni Gentile. Yeah, I want to read that as well. I'm working on it. I'm getting there. I'm working on the Communist Manifesto, and then I'll I don't ever want to actually listen to any of those things, because I would probably lose my mind, because it's probably going to destroy my brain. I'll listen to other people end up telling me what it means. That's what I'll basically do. Have Savage put dollars in your G-string. Yes! Have it say, Dermy was right. Savage just shoving dollars in my G-string. Thank you! Get to the Gentile stuff, yeah. This is the first investigation of the votes the others were blocked, says Manipul, yeah. It'll be interesting to see where it goes.
And to prevent the lawful transfer of power.
We will stop the steal.
We're fucking dead, maybe. Or maybe they're dead.
Dude, the crazy thing is about this whole thing is imagine if the reason... Dude, imagine if the reason why Trump said that is because he knew. Because he knew that it was unlawful. Like, he actually knew. That would be crazy.
He knew it was unlawful. He knew that the election was unlawful, is what I'm willing to bet she's saying. I'm not gonna lie. I think Trump knew that it was all fucking rigged the entire time. I think he knew, because the things just didn't add up, and through some of the independent investigations, people knew that there was people like voting out of legitimately. When you trace back their addresses, it was like empty parking lots. Things didn't make sense. Things weren't working together. Shit was fucking weird. And when you called it out, they said that it was a conspiracy. It was all debunked. They already went through the court trials, but almost every court trial was just dismissed. It didn't work out the way they say that it worked out.
Crazy. I mean, we'll know. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know.
That's about it. It's not a continuum. There's no gray area. It's not a fad. Fascism doesn't pop up and then recede when it finds out no one's into it.
That's why any and every sumbitch we find wearing a Nazi uniform, they're gonna die.
It doesn't respond.
Why would you interlace that in here? But why would you interlace this into the video? Are you openly just saying that we need to all die? People that disagree with you need to die because they're Nazis and you're gonna immediately kill them? I'd like to see you try it, to be honest, buddy.
to love. It doesn't respond to hate.
That's crazy.
It doesn't respond to ignoring it. It doesn't respond to timeouts. It doesn't respond to attention.
That's crazy. That's crazy to like actually like this rhetoric is wild. Like I'm just being real. This is wild.
This rhetoric is live on YouTube. This rhetoric is disturbing. It's insane to me. Mind you, that clip of Charlie Kirk, that last clip that he showed, that was the day he got shot. That was the day he got assassinated. These people glorify people like Luigi Mangione. These people glorify actual death and harming you for your political belief structures. It is nightmare fuel. They'll justify it all day and night. It is terrifying.
And again, this is from the guy that said that we were being dramatic. You know what I mean? Like this guy said I was dramatic. Like this is crazy.
Who the fuck is Leaf?
It doesn't respond to lack of attention. You stab it. You cut it out.
I'm terrified.
You bombard it with poison, or you die, and in any case, you will...
Wait, as of November 5th, he estimated that the USAID is dismantling already has caused... There's no fucking evidence of any of that shit, you fucking retard.
Probably die. Don't die talking to cancer. Don't die hanging out with it. Don't die arguing with it on Twitter. It's fucking fascism. Enough. Team up. I don't care what flavor you want.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna say that Biden was a good person. You're gonna say that the Biden administration was the right people. Democrats were the right people. Oh my God, you fucking fascist. We already read over everything they fucking did to us throughout 2020 to 2024. Fuck off, suck my fat one.
Your democracy to be. It's democracy versus motherfucking...
This is so crazy, dude. So hold on.
Who the fuck is Leaf?
Hear me out. Here, dude, this is what's so scary about this whole thing. Like, let me explain it to you, okay? The people voted for Trump to be president. The people voted for ICE. And then
the people voted for Trump. They voted for ICE. They knew what they were voting for. They supported him. He won the popular vote. And instead of just going along to go along, because they told us we couldn't accept Trump because he never won the popular vote. So it was a bad election during 2015, 2016. Now that he won it all, he got it all, they're still out there rioting. They're still out there freaking out. They're still out there attacking. They're still out there saying that he's not a legitimate president. It's a fucking farce. It's all a goddamn joke to these people. They are the true fascists. If they don't get what they want, they riot. If they get what they want, they'll put the boot on your neck. That's what it is. It is either they will be fascists or they will fucking riot. Take your pick. They are the monstrous individuals. They are the Nazis. They are the true communists. They are the freaking freaks out there demanding you fucking bend to their will. They're out there saying Trump tweeted out a fucking racist meme, even though it was like a 1-second clip from a different meme. It's a goddamn farce with all these losers.
They're saying that we're the fascists.
Yes.
When they're saying we should kill everybody that did that. Like,
yes.
That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like the cognitive dissonance is actually insane. Like it's really like psycho levels, you know? Yeah. And then, you know,
reminder still, the vast majority of Americans support mass deportations. They support it. It's all over the place. They support it. Trump's numbers, yes, they are down right now. They're down right now. I bet they're going to go back up real soon.
He'll talk like this and he'll say that everyone else is grifting. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is wild shit. This is probably like one of the wilder videos I've seen, honestly.
Fascism!
Why is the audio doing this? Okay, there was obviously a song or something that they had to clip out.
Who the fuck is Leaf?
Show up. Wait. I want to do this in a slower mode. Show up. I want to do this from the reverse. Well, I mean from the forward aspect. Come on, load. Democracy. Witness. Show up. Witness. Protest. Vote. Fight.
Holy fuck.
This is the same fucking person. This is the same fucking person that is making content like this. And he's calling us the grifters. He's calling people like Leaflet, Kirsha, all of them the grifters. If we actually look at his fucking channel, you know what? Let's look at his channel. What do words mean? Fascist grifter. I'm willing to bet you. Let's see. Do we have how many leftist style video? 5 months ago, you were putting out nothing. That's why you did it. You can tell by his fucking channel. He was dying. He wasn't getting content. He wasn't getting views. You can just take a look. He wasn't doing anything. Okay. 320 views. So 1.6 Qs on OnlyFans needs more bulge. Oh, God. So he wasn't getting actually consistent views. And then his first video that truly popped off. So I made anti-fascist propaganda. I owe an apology. 7.5K views, 1.6K views. Again, this is a third. This is how big his channel is. Let's take a look at his live. Nothing on his fucking live. Dude, I'm starting to wonder if this dude doesn't bot. Because your views don't make sense. Your views are nothing. They're nothing to write home about. And the only real reason you ended up doing this is because it got you views. It's getting you content. If anybody's the grifter, it's you, Jaxxom. Jaxxom is the grifter. Jaxxom is the fucking person that is going to come out here and say that I'm the good person. Like when you look at his videos, what has actually gotten him the most views? Jaxxom caught in 4K yet again. I know who this person is. I'm not going to talk about it. Jaxxom in chat react to grapefruit technique. 22K views 4 years ago. You weren't getting views. You weren't getting promoted. You weren't getting anything. And then out of nowhere, you start talking about this, you get views again. Who's the grifter? Because this is what you're accusing Leaflet of doing. Who's the grifter, Jaxxom? Who's the fucking grifter here? It's you. You're the fascist. You're the Nazi. You're the monster. Get your shit together. Fuck off.